The new story actually consists of 3 intertwined adventures that take place across 2 different eras in the kingdom. We pick up with our favorite children, Oliver, Ellie, Ben, and Annie, and their friends, a few years after the events of The Curse of Coronado, which was book 5 in the series. They've grown into teens now and are working through lots of new things as they travel to a royal celebration in an area of the kingdom that we haven't spent much time yet, on the kind of opposite coast, which is a really fun thing to explore. Coral and the Treasure Hunters also draws us into a story that runs parallel to the main timeline, taking us back many decades to a time when Princess Coral comes of age and sets out on a quest of her own. I don't want to say much more for fear of spoiling the story, but as usual, our heroes face dangerous and exciting predicaments and go on a bunch of quests in true Kingdom of Florida fashion. That brings me to our next segment, where I get to share about the characters of Coral and the Treasure Hunters. This book is full of tons of our favorites from the first 5 books, but we'll also get to meet a slew of new ones as we travel back in time. So I'm going to introduce you to them now with some cool graphics here. First, we have Oliver. We first met Oliver as a child in book 1, but he's now grown into a young teen and is still in his first few years of learning what it means to be king of Mangonia. When we last saw Oliver, he had just rescued his grandmother from the clutches of an evil witch and started to finally explore the question of what happened to his parents. Ellie is one of Oliver's neighbors from the real world. She's spunky, adventurous, and a dear friend. She may or may not have a secret crush on Cory, who we'll meet in a sec. Ben is Ellie's older brother by 1 year. When we met him in the early books, Ben was a scared, nervous worrier. Now he's grown more brave and continues to be a loyal friend. Annie is another neighbor of Oliver, Ben, and Ellie. She's independent, resourceful, and caring. When we pick up with our heroes in the new book, Annie and Ben are in the early stages of a dating relationship. Cory is the youngest of the kingdom's rulers, having only recently realized his connection to the royal family in book 5. He and Ellie seem to have romantic feelings for one another, but neither seems to want to admit it. Marco is a man with a mysterious past, but a kind and good heart. He served as protector of the children in the earlier books, and in book 6 he's taken care of his own child, with more on the way. Jasmine is the Queen of Palafox. At the start of book 6, our heroes are traveling to celebrate Jasmine's wedding, which brings many of our favorite characters together. Malverne is an evil witch with a major grudge against the good guys. She shows up to crash Jasmine's wedding and causes some big problems for Oliver and friends. We first met Coral as a very old woman in book 5, but now we jump several decades into the past to when she was just a young princess coming of age. With a deep desire to explore the world and learn her family's royal history, Coral sets out on a dangerous quest that puts her at odds with a treacherous villain. Ginger is one of Coral's younger royal siblings. She's headstrong and spunky, just like her sister, and doesn't want to miss out on any adventures. Captain Zinca is a mysterious pirate with a checkered past. His connections to Coral and her family may run farther than what first appears. Kresh is one of Coral's childhood best friends. She's helped him out of more than a few close scrapes, and the man is a loyal friend to the royal family of Mangonia. Bastian is always at Coral's side. What he lacks in his few words, he makes up for in strength and wit. Bastian is always quick to help. And last but not least is Jesse. Yes, the Jesse, who we met many books ago as an old man with a fading mind. Jesse shows up midway through book 6, allowing us to finally see some familiar scenes that we've only read glimpses of in the past.